So you said that you were saved in the end by an angel. How have your views about God changed in the last 8 years, and particularly after getting shot?
Well, look, I've always been a believer, but I wouldn't say, there's a certain pastor, Robert Jeffress, and I didn't know, his name is Robert Jeffress, nice guy from Texas. And he said, Trump may not be the best Christian of all, but he's the only one going to take us to the promised land because he's the best leader and he's the toughest guy and he's going to be able to get us through this crazy life. And he was a big supporter. And now I have unbelievable evangelical and Christian support because I've done a great job for them, and we're together. The reason Kamala's campaign has been reduced to this desperate, pathetic stream of hoaxes and lies is simple. The entire world can see she's a train wreck who is totally unqualified to be the president of the United States. She's totally unqualified. There are some people who thrive under pressure, and there are some people who crack under pressure. And the more pressure Kamala is under, the more pressure she unravels. This is not a charity event. This is an election for the biggest and most important job in history. There's no participation trophy for incompetent candidates. Do you want to lose your life savings because we put a weak and foolish person in the White House? That's going to happen. If that happens, it's going to happen. Do you want to lose your job or maybe your house or pension because Kamala has the economic understanding of a child? She's a child. Do you ever hear her talk about the economic situation? Oh, me. It's crazy. She shouldn't be here. The presidency is a job held by Teddy Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Dwight Eisenhower, Ronald Reagan. And people of strength and high intelligence. Would you trust Kamala to talk to Russia or China about nuclear war? But I can. We had no wars. And China paid us hundreds of billions of dollars. And Kamala, think of this, hundreds of billions of dollars. China and Russia, I ended their pipeline. They had Nord Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of it until I said, wait a minute, they're building a pipeline in Europe that's going to Germany with offshoots all over the place. They're going to build a pipeline. I terminated that pipeline. And then they said, he's been nice on Russia. Think about that, Matt. I've been nice on Russia. I terminated the biggest job they've ever even conceived of. And then they say, but I do get along with Putin, and that's a good thing. And I get along with President Xi, and I get along with Kim Jong-un. But they respect us. They respect us a lot. Now they laugh at us. They think we're a joke. Would you trust her to steer us out of an economic crisis? Nothing is more dangerous than to give immense power to a person with a very low IQ. You wouldn't put Kamala in charge of literally a kindergarten class. You wouldn't. So at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, can you afford to put someone that's grossly incompetent in charge of the future of our country? I don't think so.